All right, guys, right now I'm over in Germany at the Thomann Gearhead University 2019 event. Now, I've had a lot of people asking me, more like begging me, to check out the Chapman guitars. Of course, this is Rob Chapman from Andertons, all that stuff. His brand, really cool guitars. I haven't really had a chance to play them very much. I played one, like a used one randomly in a store once, but I haven't had much of a chance to check out any of the new models or really spend much time with them at all. And of course, I've had a lot of people ask me about them. So now that I'm over here in Europe, I really have no excuse to not check them out. Now, walking around the Thomann store here, this one really caught my eye. And this is actually not a terribly expensive guitar, even though it looks incredible. But this is a Chapman ML3. Of course, it's sort of a single cut, kind of a telly style body, but we've got a lot of modern features on here. First of all, pair of humbuckers, okay? We've got a hardtail bridge here. Of course, you can adjust the saddles individually. You've got a three-way blade type switch. You've got a single volume, single tone, and 24 frets on this guitar, which I always love. Of course, it's an ebony fretboard, and these are nice jumbo frets. They're finished really, really nicely. And one cool detail that the Chapman guitars always have on them is the edge of the fretboard is rolled, so there's no harsh edges on it. It's really, really smooth. If you are the kind of player that wraps your thumb around the top, it's going to be real comfortable for you. I don't really do that much. I try to have more of a classical position. But then, your fingers are going to be on the bottom edge. And again, it's really, really smooth. Just feels really, really comfortable to play. Now, the neck shape on this guitar is very round, okay? Now, it's certainly not a thick neck, but it has, some beef to it, right? So it's not going to be super, super thin. But it's still, with the rolled edges, the jumbo frets, and also the satin finish on the back of the neck, it's really, really comfortable to play. Now, this guitar also has a tusk nut on here, and then, of course, the top. Okay, this top is beautiful. I mean, this is a transparent red flame maple top, and we've got a scraped maple binding on here. So this is not an extra binding, but it's just the wood. They scrape the top of the wood and then put the finish over the top of it, so you get the natural wood grain as the binding. Black on the back, and it looks beautiful. All right, guys, now everybody has been raving about the playability and the tone of these guitars. I want to experience it for myself, so I'm going to go find an amp here, plug this in, and listen to how it sounds. Let's check it out. All right, guys, so there you go. That's one of the new Chapman ML3s. I believe this is a new finish for 2019. This body shape, the ML3 line has been updated for 2019. Honestly, after playing this thing, I kind of see what all the hype is about with these guitars. In terms of the tone and playability, I mean, this has a distinctly beefy, rich tone to the guitar. And yeah, you know, again, like I said earlier, with the rolled edges on the fretboard and the really good fretwork and the satin finish on the neck, I mean, this is such a fun guitar to play. And it's a guitar that kind of gets out of the way of your hands, if you know what I mean. It's responsive and it's easy to play, so you don't have to worry about the guitar fighting you or anything like that. And of course, with these pickups and the straightforward controls, it's very easy to find a good sound. All right, guys, now let me ask you something about the Chapman guitars. This is basically the first Chapman guitar that I've had the chance to really spend some time with, and I really love it. But I know there are a lot of people out there who are fans of this brand. So what other models would you guys recommend that I check out? You know, I'd be happy to review them, but also just for me, you know, what are your favorites? You know, let me know. Now, something else I want to mention really quickly, guys, is I do have a Patreon page now. It's patreon.com/GuitarMax. And that's a place where you guys can go if you want to support the channel or if you want to be involved in sort of the planning and the upcoming videos, helping me decide the next stuff to review and the next videos to do. That's a place where, you know, I love to interact with people and talk with people there. And because you're going to be supporting the channel through the Patreon, I like to give everybody there sort of the priority when it comes to that stuff. So if you're interested in that, definitely check it out. As always, guys, I'll put some links, you know, for the Patreon page and also this Chapman guitar that I checked out today. I'll put links for all that stuff in the video description below. All right, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you next time.